I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome in to this Rock Springs Stallions AA baseball game against Casper.
What's up? This is stressful. What? The game hasn't started.
Oh, it's beautiful. 88-degree day here in North Rock Springs. Rock Springs comes into this one with a record of 6-42, winning their last 3 games. A doubleheader on July 6th against Evanston and July 2nd against Canyon Ridge. All those games on the road as we have the first play up, and it is caught for the first out. So Whitley, the center fielder and leadoff man for Casper, has flown out to right. And apologies, that's a foul ball.
Is that the first ball? Sorry.
And that one in there, that's a ball, 1-1 now. Pitching for Rock Springs, Maddox Ice. And that one outside to the right of the plate, ball 2. Wicks will be the second batter for Casper. He is the right fielder, followed by Wilcox in the third spot. He's shortstop. And that one is outside also to the right of the plate for a ball. Count now 3-1. Lachlan will be in the fourth spot for Casper. He is the first baseman. Nipper is the designated hitter for Casper. As that one is out to the right, it gets down.
Now batting number 12, Wicks.
So Whitley makes it for a single into right. And Ryan Zotti, the one to catch up to that one. Ryan Zotti, Rock Springs right fielder. Andrew Rodinelli for Rock Springs is at second. Hudson Pasola at first. Jason Sagastumi at third. As that one is low for ball 1 for Wicks at the plate for Casper. Billy Peterson for Rock Springs defensively at shortstop. Tyler Wallendorf in left field for the Stallions. Center field, Adrian Beardsley defensively for Rock Springs. And the aforementioned Zotti in right. And racing to second on a successful steal is Whitley. So Casper now here with the runner in scoring position here early in the top of the first. And Whitley moves up to third on another ball from Wicks, so that still attempt is good. So now the potential first score of the day for Casper, just 90 feet away, as that is wide right of the plate. Ball
Now batting
forward.
number 23, Wilcox.
So Wicks walks to first.
Come on, Bobby, find it.
No, I know when he was trying to announce before this.
Wilcox now up at the plate for Casper. Wilcox will be the starting shortstop defensively for Casper. Whitley, the leadoff man, now at third, is the starting center fielder, and Wicks, who's at first, is the starting right fielder. Up next will be Lachlan, who defensively is the starting first baseman, as that one is outside. Here's the pitch. Swings through that one for a strike. And Wicks moves up to second safely. So it's a 1-1 count for Wilcox now. Third batter in the lineup for Casper. And that one looks to be fouled off, and yes it is, into deep right.
Hey Bob, you're ahead here.
So it's a 1-2 count. Maddox Ice ahead for Rock Springs. Stallions in their white with sky blue trim. For Rock Springs, and Casper, they are in dark blue tops, gray pants, and bright orange numbers as that one gets away from Wilcox,
Now batting number
allowing
32.
him to move up to
Lofton.
first. That brought Whitley home, so it is now a 1-0 lead for Casper. Now with Lachlan up, the starting first baseman defensively, we now have 1 run in for Casper and runners at the corners. And that one was right over the plate for a strike.
Hey, May, can you go into my purse and see if that gift, bless you, that gift card is in the bag? It should be,
And here comes the pitch. That one low and just a bit outside. Ball 1, so we've got a 1-1 count.
No, he's saying it's 2-0.
Oh, apologies, 2-0. My apologies there, folks.
Okay, Ryan, get that.
And there's one to right. Gets down, Ryan Zotti misses it. So that's going to be a double for Lachlan. That brings Wicks home. So an
Now batting number 24. Nipper.
RBI double for Lachlan. With Wicks coming home, it's now a 2-0 lead for Casper over Rock Springs. Wilcox now up to third, so we got 2 runners in scoring position for Nipper, who is now up, the designated hitter for Casper.
Can you get this to John?
First one just run-ins on him for a ball, 1-0. And
Please
Nipper
return all
fouls
foul balls
that
to
one
the
off
concession stands for a piece of candy.
to right field, close to the Casper dugout.
Yeah, he basically said, anybody who wants to dress out can dress out.
On a 1-1 count. And now that's low for a ball, make it 2-1 now, as we still work our way here through inning number 1, the top of the frame. And swinging through that one, Nipper, it's now an even count, 2-2. Here's pitch 5, swinging through that one. Further
Now
out.
batting number 10, Armstrong.
That's out number 1 for Casper. Nipper down on strikes here in the top of the first. Armstrong, the catcher for Casper, now in the box. That one outside to the right of the plate, ball 1. Wilcox remains on third. Lachlan remains on second.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. For
And
your help. I
there's
really
one to
appreciate
center. It is caught. Adrian Beardsley with the catch for the out. But
Now batting number 22, Nielsen.
but that was a sacrifice
Jonah.
fly.
Is this full section to this?
So this is for the microphone, and this is for the artwork.
Wilcox in to score on the sac fly. Two outs now with Nielsen now up, so it's 3-0. The lead for Casper as we still work our way here through the top of the first inning. Nielsen watches his first one for one that runs in on him in the left side batter's box for the right-handed batter, 1-0. And there's one that's hit but foul in the right. 1-1 the count now. 2 gone. 3 runners already across for Casper. Nielsen, the starting second baseman for Casper defensively. Back up after a 1-1 count. Ice steps back to get a breather real quick. Now, here comes the pitch.
Nice pitch.
And swinging through that one. Strong pitch over the heart of the zone for Maddox Ice of Rock Springs, and it is now a 1-2 count. 2 gone, 1 runner on second for Casper. And that one low and in the dirt had to be stopped by catcher Hudson Garner. Good stop on that one from the veteran Stallions catcher. Even count now. 2-2, 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And that is the 3rd out. Seven batters seen for Casper to lead off the game in the top of the first inning. 3 of them come around to score. This is Andrew Gallinger with Rock Springs Stallions Baseball. We head to the bottom of the first. Casper leading Rock Springs 3-0. Stay with us, folks. Maddox Ice, Andrew Rodinelli, and Hudson Garner. The 3 leadoff batters for Rock Springs in the first. We'll be back. This is Rock Springs Stallions Baseball. Here with Andrew Gallinger from North Rock Springs.
How are you?
Do we know the team name for Casper?
I can't remember which ones they are because they have a few different ones.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
No problem. It's okay.
Do you want to announce that?
Now batting number 26, Maddox Ice.
Welcome back, everybody. Andrew Gallinger with you for Rock Springs Stallions baseball. Maddox Ice leading off the offensive portion of the game here in the bottom of the first for the Rock Springs Stallions. Noah Kowski is pitching for Casper.
6 foot tall, blonde, blue eyes. We won every game.
Maddox Ice ready. Fouls that one off to
Please
left.
return all foul balls to the concession stand for a piece of candy.
Is that one comes back and hits the roof of our press box? Maybe you heard the thud there on that foul ball. Is that one now was low and in the dirt? So we've got a 1-1 count for Maddox Ice so far to lead off the offensive portion of this game for Rock Springs, as that one runs in and almost hits Maddox Ice. 2-1 now. Ice had to step back just a little bit. And that one low and in the dirt over the plate. Ball 3 now. 3-1 the count. And that one outside to the right of the plate.
Now batting number 2,
Ball
Andrew
4.
Rodinelli.
That was in a good spot in the zone, though, just outside. So Maddox Ice with the leadoff walk for Rock Springs. Andrew Rodinelli, the second baseman, now up for Rock Springs. And that's outside to the right of the plate. Racing to the plate for a steal. Maddox Ice, and Ice is safe. Now, just like that, Rock Springs has a runner in scoring position, trying to cut into this 3-0 Casper lead here in the first frame. That one in there over the heart of the plate for a strike.
Your mom picked up some rebar.
1-1 the count now for Andrew Rodinelli at the plate for the Rock Springs Stallions. That went over the plate for a strike. 1-2 now. And that one runs just barely in on Rodinelli for a ball. 2-2 is that. Came over the left side of the plate. Did not catch it though, so that's 2-2. And swinging through that one, Andrew Rodinelli. So
Now batting number
Rodinelli,
14,
the
Hudson Gardner.
first out for the Stallions here in the bottom of inning number 1 with Maddox Ice at second. Now at the plate,
So quick, it's like
catcher Hudson Garner.
later songs. 20 minutes.
And Garner, that one is fouled off, but it's caught.
Now batting number 6, Billy Peterson.
Fouled off to right field, down the first base line and caught for out number 2. Billy Peterson now up, as that foul ball was caught by the first baseman, Lachlan. Billy Peterson now up, hits a roller, and And the runner gets tripped. Maddox Ice gets tripped, and maybe you heard Stallions fans calling for interference. Either way, though, that is out number 3. Rock Springs unable to capitalize there on that strange final out. Haven't seen that one so far in my broadcasting career. But either way, that's 3 outs for Rock Springs in 4 batters. Stay with us, folks. We head to the top of inning number 2. Casper still leading Rock Springs 3-0 in this American Legion baseball contest here in North Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Now batting number 53, Sides.
And welcome back, everybody, to the top of inning number 2 here at the Paul J. Wataha Recreation Complex in North Rock Springs. Casper and Rock Springs Legion baseball going at it here this afternoon. To lead off the second, it is Sides. This Sides' first 2 swings end up in foul balls. So the starting third baseman for Casper is now behind 0-2. Here's the pitch from Maddox Ice. Swings through that one for the first out.
Now
Does
batting number
Sides.
7, Tyson.
Strong pitch from Ice. That's the first out of inning number 2 for Casper. Tyson, the starting left fielder, now up for Casper.
His number is 2. Maybe it's a 12.
And Tyson watches that first one. Here comes the second one, swinging through that one.
What is it?
1-1 the count now. And that one just caught the right corner of the zone. Good control by Maddox Ice, as it is now a 1-2 count.
So are they not going to be able to redo your game?
I don't know, because Mr. George might be gone for a while, and then by the time
And that one is outside, bounces away from Garner.
starting,
So now the count is even, 2-2 for Casper and the batter, Tyson. And that one just high for a ball. Count now full, 3-2. And that went way outside to the right of the plate. Ball 4.
now batting number 19.
No, on a 3-2 count, Tyson walks.
Now batting number 7, Tyson.
Yeah, I think there's order or just.
Maybe just
No, they're way off. Yeah, they're just out of order.
I just have to look.
Do you want a pen to change the numbers?
Yeah, but I don't know.
And that first one was in there for a strike, 0-1. And apologies, folks, that last batter was not Tyson. We don't believe is this batter here is also number 7. Oh, that's Whitley. Whitley is also number 7. So we were correct. Tyson was first at 7. Now we've got Whitley up.
I think they're. I don't know.
Maybe they're.
Yeah, that's what mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Whitley, that's an infield foul. Caught by Hudson Fasola. And Tyson racing to second, caught in a rundown. So that's a double play. Wow. What a strange turn of events here, folks, that ended up in the quick 3 outs for Casper. And apologies for that confusion. Tyson and Whitley are both wearing number 7. They were the last 2 batters, so that was my confusion. And both number 7s, Tyson and Whitley, just caught in a double play to end the top of the second inning for Casper. It was a quick 3 batters, 3 outs. Stay with us, folks. We head to the bottom of the second. Rock Springs Stallions still trailing Casper 3-0.
Now batting number 20, Adrian Beardsley.
And we're actually going to go ahead and keep it right here as Maddox Ice. Excuse me, Adrian Beardsley coming up to the plate.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I got the info. Take me to the hills from the hills. No, I love to smoke, you love to lick more. Wanna hit the jacket, what you call for? All that
Beardsley watches. He fouls that one off to right.
That foul ball was
To
sponsored
lead off
by
his
Simplot.
first plate appearance, Adrian Beardsley. 0-1 the count now. That one runs in on Beardsley. To the left of the plate. 1-1 now. And there's a solid hit. That gets down into right. Casper can't field it quickly, but he's caught out. He is caught out. Adrian Beardsley called out at second.
Now batting number 21, Jason Sagastumi.
Initially, Beardsley hesitated at first like he was going to stop for a single. And then when it was bobbled by center fielder Whitley, Beardsley saw his chance to race for a double and got caught out.
Great song for
Nielsen tagged Beardsley out, so that's the first out. Up next will be Jason Sagastumi, because we have an issue with home plate. Real quick, looks like that got pulled up a little bit. A wild last couple of plays here for both Casper and Rock Springs offensively to end the top of the second and begin the bottom of the second. As now Jason Sagastumi is up. That's low for a ball. 1-0. And Sagastumi fouls that one off, so it's 1-1 now. That one fouled off right behind home plate. And Sagastumi watches that one for a ball. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one runs in on Sagastumi. 3-1. And there's a fly out caught by right fielder Witt for out number 2. Good power by Sagastumi, just got somebody underneath him for the out. Hudson Fasoler now up. As Fasoler watches that one for a ball, 1-0. Fasoler, the only left-handed batter for Rock Springs, as that's a solid hit. Gets down into shallow center.
Now batting number 28, Tyler Wallendorf.
Is it by NF?
So that's a single to center for Hudson Fasoler. Tyler Wallendorf, the left fielder, now up for Rock Springs. And Wallendorf fouls that one off to right.
Concession stands for a piece of candy.
0-1 the count. Hudson Fasoler on following the single. Last time up to center. Is that one for Wallendorf in there for a strike.
Go, Tyler!
And swinging through that one
It's all right, kid.
for strike 3 in the third out of the inning is Tyler Wallendorf. So Rock Springs strands 1, unable to come up with any points to conclude the bottom of the second. Stay with us, everybody. This is Rock Springs Stallions baseball taking on Casper here in North Rock Springs with Andrew Gallinger. Wicks is up next, followed by Wilcox and Lachlan to take on the top of inning number 3 for Casper. We'll be back for the third coming up.
What's up?
Solar's pitching.
Yeah, so Hudson Solar is pitching now, and Ivan Valerio is at first.
Okay.
Tyler is in right.
And Maddox is in left.
Okay.
Now batting number 12, Wicks.
And welcome back, everybody, to the top of inning number 3. We have a pitching change for Rock Springs. It is Hudson Fasoler. So now at first, replacing Fasoler, we have Ivan Valerio. And Maddox Ice is now in left field, replacing Tyler Wallendorf. And that first one in there for a ball, 1-0. Leading off the top of the third for Casper is Wicks. And that pitch also just a bit high. 2-0 now. That one in the heart of the zone for a strike. Solid pitch. Hudson Fasoler, 2-1 the count now. That one in there for a strike with Wicks looking. Count now even, 2-2. And there's a one in the air, and it is caught
Now batting
by
number
Rock
23,
Springs, Jason
Wilcox.
Sagastumi on the infield grass for the first out. Now batting, Wilcox for Casper. That one catching the right corner of the zone for a strike. 1-0. Here's the pitch from Fasoler. That one outside and gets away from Garner as it's just out of his reach. 1-1 the count now with one gone as we are on our second batter here in the top of inning number 3. Rock Springs hosting Casper in this July Legion baseball matchup. And that one runs in and almost trips up Wilcox. 2-1 now. Wilcox grounder to third. Sagastumi. Not in time.
Now batting number 32,
Wilcox
Lockett.
is safe. So the 5-3 out attempt, not in time. Is that throw from Sagastumi maybe just a bit high for Ivan Valerio? As we saw him had to reach up. Wilcox safe at first. Now batting Lachlan. Lachlan doubled in the first inning. Is that one in there for a strike? So strong pitching to start out his time on the mound for Hudson Fasoler of Rock Springs. That one runs in and gets away.
What did I have there? I just cleared the calendar. I think they're just trying to pitch everybody a little bit at a time. Is it 2-0? I don't even know. I had it right and then I cleared it. 1-1? 1-1?
The last pitch was
Right.
And here comes the pitch that went outside.
We need to pay more attention to that.
Go, Otter.
And there's a screamer to
That
deep
foul ball was
left,
sponsored
but
by
that
Hub
goes
Insurance
foul.
Brokers.
So it is now a 2-2 count for Lachlan. Wilcox in scoring position at second for Casper. And we have a mound visit between Hudson Fasoler and Hudson Garner. And here's the pitch. That one is fouled off to left. Maddox Ice not able to come up with it in time, so it drops for a foul in left. The plate appearance for Lachlan continues.
That's never fun.
And there's one caught in center field.
I can jump in here for you.
Okay.
Thank you for covering.
I mean, how it went through that loop and ended up there without.
That's out number 2 for Casper as Lachlan flew out to center field.
I missed the.
Wilcox advanced to third.
I'm not sure what I missed there.
Doesn't look like it damaged it, but
There might be.
Nipper now up.
By the way, there's 2 sevens, I'm pretty sure.
First one a ball.
I mean, it's cute, but I don't think it's anything else.
1-0. That went in there for a strike. 1-1 now.
But I can't tell because this is left field and I can't quite tell.
And swinging through that one for strike 2. That's Nipper. Nipper looking for his first hit on the day. Nipper's the designated hitter for Casper. Swings through that one for strike three and the third out.
Brian's on.
Wilcox ultimately left stranded at third.
We played We Will Rock You yet?
Wicks flew out to lead off the top of the third. Lachlan flew out to center field. And Nipper just struck out. Those are the 3 outs for Casper here in the top of inning number 3. Stallions to swing the bats next. Stay with us, everybody. Bottom of inning number 3.
Go down there and
Stallions hosting Casper. Legion Baseball. Coming up. A 3-0 lead for Casper as we head to the bottom of inning number 3.
Who's up to bat?
Is Ivan batting?
Ivan.
Now batting number 30, Ivan Valerio. There's 3 dots stacked.
Come on, play. Why aren't you playing? Sorry, dude.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd inning, everybody. Rock Springs Stallions, Legion Baseball hosting Casper. Ivan Valerio now up to bat. Valerio replacing Ryan Zotti. As Valerio fouls that one
No,
off.
it's too hot.
Here's pitch 2. That one is up high for a ball.
What was the first one?
Strike, it was a foul. And Valerio swings through that one, so we've got a 1-2 count. And Valerio fouls that one off to right field, so count remains 1-2
So that's 2.
for the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 3rd for the Rock Springs Stallions.
That was 7.
This Legion baseball contest between Rock Springs and Casper. That one down low for a ball. We've now got an even count, 2-2. And that one low. Once again, ball 3. So we now have a full count, 3-2. And that one runs in on Valerio for ball 4.
Now batting number 26, Maddox Ice.
So the lead off the 3rd, Ivan Valerio walks. Maddox Ice now back up to the plate. Ice on via the walk to lead off the game in the 1st. Stole 2nd and then ultimately called out. Running at 3rd, So that was Ice's first plate and base running appearance in the first, as Ice's first pitch of the bottom of the third goes for a ball, and Ice has to duck to avoid that one. 2-0 now. Ivan Valerio stands on first, following the walk to lead off the third. And that one in there for a strike over the heart of the plate. Make the count now 2-1. And swinging through that one is Ice. Solid swing, but just unable to make contact, as it is now 2-2. And there's a grounder. Will it be a double play? Yes!
Now batting number 2, Andrew Rondavelli.
Casper catches Ivan Valerio at second, then Maddox Ice at first in a double play. So that's 2 outs for Rock Springs. Oh, excuse me, just 1. As Ice is safe at first. Actually, so they change the call as now Ice races to second. Ice safe on the steal. So it's just Ivan Valerio out. My apologies on that call, folks. The second base umpire was looking at first and made the out signal, so my apologies there. Ice at second. Andrew Rodinelli now at the plate. Rodinelli even with the 1-1 count.
Now batting number 14,
And
Hudson
Rodinelli
Gardner.
flies out there. Fly out to right. That is out number 2 for Rock Springs. Hudson Garner now up. Garner gets one down to shallow left. Racing to the plate. Making it.
Now batting number
That
6,
is Maddox
Peterson.
Ice. So Rock Springs now on the board with a single to left and an RBI for Rock Springs. Solid hit by Hudson Garner brings Maddox Ice home. It's a 3-1 game now.
Oh, Kendall said that she touched up those 2 tiger balls.
Billy Peterson now up.
Fundraisers to pay for your team. So you're going to have to coordinate with your
And racing for a steal at second is Hudson Garner. And Garner looks like he might have been hit as he slid in.
What do you do?
Head coach Rocky Rodinelli headed out to check on Hudson Garner at second.
No, you don't have to tell her.
I'll just say thank you.
So, I'm asking if she's
Garner back up and on his feet. That's a good sign. But once again, it looks like second base is coming up. We had that issue earlier. The umpires and coaches from both teams out there having a look at second base. Must be an issue with the field right there. So we got this stoppage in play. Hudson Garner was safe on that steal at second.
no, this is high school.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I got the
That's what we're examining.
And now we have Billy Peterson back up following that first ball. Garner back up to be a runner as that one comes in for ball 2 for Billy Peterson.
I'll go down in reverse to see if they want to discuss this. I know, but you can get it from her.
On the 2-0 count, here's the pitch. Peterson fouls that one off. Slow roller down the right baseline.
I got some ices.
Count now 2-1.
Ice and liquid with it?
Garner in scoring position for Rock Springs as Peterson swings through that one. Strike 2, count now even. 2-2, 2 gone, and a runner on second for the Rock Springs Stallions. And now we have a mound visit between Kowski, the pitcher, and Armstrong, the catcher of Casper.
13 and 13 for 19.
And we now have a pitching change for Casper.
Sam came back and apologized. He should have done that to the ship. And he'd like to come back and
Billy Peterson ready to continue with this plate appearance for Rock Springs. Peterson, even with the 2-2 count, as he now steps up to the plate. Two and 2 count for Peterson. Garner remains at second. On Hudson Garner's double last time out, that brought Maddox Ice home to make it now a 3-1 game. Rock Springs only trailing by 2. As now we have ball 4, as the last 2 pitches were balls. Billy Peterson walks now.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I got the
Adrian Beardsley now up. That went in there for a strike. 0-1.
That's what you sound like.
And that went outside to the right of the plate for a ball. 1-1. 2 gone with 2 runners on for the Rock Springs Stallions here in the bottom of inning number 3. That one way high in the zone for a ball. That's above the zone, so it's 2. And 1. That one outside to the right of the plate. 3-1 now for Adrian Beardsley. And that went low for ball 4.
Now batting number 21, Jason Sagastini.
So Beardsley walks, and Jason Sagastumi now up. So following the left field single and still from Hudson Garner, Billy Peterson's walk, and Adrian Beardsley's. We have bases loaded for Jason Sagastumi as Sagastumi fouls the first one off to left. 0-1 the count now.
And a pretzel, please. Yeah, and a Snickers bar.
And that one high into the right of the plate for a ball. 1-1 the count now. Bases loaded. 2 gone for Rock Springs.
Well, before my car got stuck.
I accidentally heated up Dad's vintage too hot, and so he came in here like,
Call your grandma and see if they're watching the game. Tell them it's live.
That one high and having to duck is Sagastumi. So the count now 2-1. And that one high again. Ball 3. 3-1, 2 gone. Bases loaded for Rock Springs. As we continue to make our way through the bottom of inning number 3.
Oh, we got a deep backstop.
And that one wide Almost gets away from catcher Armstrong. That's a Sagastumi walk. But that brings Hudson Garner home. Just like that, it's 3-2. Rock Springs starting to find their way back into this one. As Casper now with another mound visit, as Hudson Fasola is waiting to step into the batter's box for his first plate appearance here in the bottom of inning number 3. Fasola's second appearance on the day, singling to center field for Hudson Fasola in the second inning. Fasola into the box, ready for this one. That runs in, gets away from the catcher. Billy Peterson comes in on the wild pitch. And just like that, we are tied. Off the wild pitch from the relief Casper pitcher. That ties this game up 3-3. Here as we are still in the bottom of the third inning here in North Rock Springs between the Rock Springs Stallions and Casper Legion baseball team. That one in there for a strike, so now it's 1-1.
Maybe it's just that one.
On that wild pitch, Adrian Beardsley advanced to third, Jason Sagastumi to second. And that one is strike, so now it's a 1-2 count.
Thank you.
And that one outside to the left of the plate and high. We are back even, 2-2.
Just in church.
Hudson, Fasola, solid hit. That gets down to left. That brings Adrian Beardsley home.
Now batting
And
number
just
3,
like that,
Tyler Wallinger.
Rock Springs has the 4-3 lead on Hudson Fasola's single to left. Tyler Wallendorf now up. That one in the dirt for ball 1. Runners at the corners now for Wallendorf.
Not unless we're messing with them. They're a little too serious on this one.
Break late, kid.
Rock Springs leading now,
Break late.
4-3 following the RBI single to left
It's amazing. You put
from Hudson Fasola. And that one gets away from the catcher. Fasola thought about advancing to second, then puts the brakes on that. So we have runners remaining at the corners. Jason Sagastumi at third, Hudson Fasola at first. Now Fasola steals successfully, no attempt to throw by Casper. So we now have 2 runners in scoring position. Sagastumi at third, Fasola at second.
Still don't swing.
And that went in there for a strike. Wallendorf still ahead. 3-1. And Wallendorf looks
Now
at
batting
ball
number 30,
4.
Ivan Valerio.
So with Wallendorf at first.
Can you play something else they're trying to do?
Ivan Valerio will be back up to hit next. Ivan Valerio was out at second to be the first out of this third inning following a leadoff walk.
1 in for 13.
And we now have another pitching change for Casper, folks. Their third pitcher in 3 innings. Stay with us. We'll be back. Rock Springs still leading Casper as they took the lead. They're in the bottom of the third inning. That's continuing. And welcome back, everybody. Andrew Gallinger with you here in the continuing bottom of the third inning. Rock Springs Stallions in front of Casper Legion
See
Baseball
why it shut off the first
4-3.
Yeah.
And that one outside to the right of the plate. Ball 1. And Valerio with the single to right.
Now batting number 26,
That
Maddox
brings
Ice.
Sagastumi home. The RBI single for Valerio. And just like that with Sagastumi home, it is a 5-3 Rock Springs lead. Ice. Now back up to the plate. Maddox Ice, the original starting pitcher for Rock Springs. And the leadoff batter, Ice, with bases loaded. Ice, that's an out. Caught right by the pitcher, thrown to first for the third out. With bases
Well, let me see what I got.
Maddox Ice grounds out, but not before Rock Springs is able to pick up 5 runs in this bottom of the third to take a 5-3 lead over Casper. Stay with us, folks. The top of inning number 4 between Rock Springs and Casper Legion Baseball here in North Rock Springs is coming up. This is Andrew Gallinger at the call.
Now batting number 10, Armstrong.
Welcome back, everybody, to the top of inning number 4. Armstrong now up to lead off. The top of the 4th frame for Casper.
Hit!
As Armstrong fouls that one off.
That foul ball
Behind
sponsored by
home plate.
Feller Orthodontics.
Armstrong flew out to center field in his first plate appearance in the first. And that one gets past Andrew Rodinelli. So Armstrong is on
Now batting number
to lead
22,
off the top of the
Nielsen.
4th.
Who is this? Side?
Nielsen now up to the plate for Casper. Nielsen struck out in the first.
Look good, kid.
That one just high for a ball, 1-0. And that one gets past Sagastumi into left. A single for Nielsen.
Now batting number 53, Sides.
Go on.
Who should I play next?
Sides now up. Sides looking for his first on base opportunity today. That first one low for a ball, 1-0. Swinging through that one for a strike, make it 1-1 now. 2 gone, 2 runners on. Here in the top of the 4th for Casper. And that one just high, 2-1 now. Rock Springs defense working to hold on to their 5-3 lead.
Let's go, honey!
And swinging through that one makes the count even, 2-2. The sides can't make contact. Swinging strike 3, and the first out for sides.
Now batting number 2, Tyson.
Now we have Tyson up.
Designated hitting for him.
Just announce based on that.
And that went just low for a ball 1-0. Tyson singled in his first plate appearance in the second inning and then was called out as a runner at second base.
I am so sorry.
Tyler, god damn it.
And there's a
Too fucking close.
missed ball by Tyler Wallendorf in right, so that brings 2 across. Both
Now batting
Armstrong
number 7, Whitley.
and Nielsen.
Overran it. Went right off it.
Go ahead.
See if they score better than that.
As that ends up being a 2 RBI triple for Tyson.
Nice pitch, kid. Nice pitch.
Yeah, they just scored his there.
With that 2-run RBI triple from Tyson, it is back to an even game, 5-5. Whitley now up to the plate. Whitley for Casper now up against a 2-1 count. And there's one right to Sagastumi at third.
Where would you put that?
Gets away from Ivan Valerio at first. So Whitley up at second now. Following the Rock Springs defensive miscue that brought Tyson home from third.
Now batting number 12, Wicks.
And just like that, it is Casper back in front. 6-5, excuse me.
Nice pitch, kid.
And Wicks fouls that one right behind the home plate fence as it smacks it.
Oh, that's
23.
it's like 5, but then we have a 23 and girls in the lineup, so that has to be.
Wicks now looking at an even 1-1 count. That one runs in and hits Wicks in the
Now
left
batting number
side.
23, Wilcox.
So Wicks is out first via the hit by pitch. Wilcox now up. In the first, he reached
You want to lose?
on a wild pitch. At first, came around to be one of the runners to score as that one gets down in center. And that is going to be a triple for
Now batting number
Wilcox.
32, Lachlan.
A triple to deep center. And Whitley and Wicks both come home on the 2-run RBI triple from Wilcox to right.
That's my favorite.
And it is now Casper with the 7-5
No,
lead.
it's not a recognized currency. If only Kisses paid the bills, right?
That would be bad.
Weird.
Yeah, that too. Especially if you owe your baby money. That'd be weird.
Now for Lachlan, we are at a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one just to the right of the plate. 3-0. Wilcox at third following the 2-run RBI triple.
Now batting number
And there's
34,
ball
Nipper.
4 for Lachlan. The designated hitter, Nipper, now up, but first we have a Rock Springs mound visit. And we've got a pitching change. It is going to be Sam Wheeler now on the mound for Rock Springs.
And the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you played pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're going to regret, because I'm the best that's ever been. Johnny, you're all up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia, and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold.
Let's reset for you. Casper back in front over Rock Springs, 8-5. As we continue to work our way through the top of inning number 4.
Across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this.
Wicks, Whitley, Tyson, Nielsen, and Armstrong, the 5 that have come across to regain Casper the lead here in this top of the 4th. Nipper now up to bat, the designated hitter for Casper. The Rock Springs defense looking to do all they can to stop the bleeding with Wheeler on the mound. That one just outside of the zone for a strike, 1-0 with 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. That one a solid strike, so it's 1-1.
Mrs. Cox is going to send your team photos of meeting.
And that one low for a ball, 2-1. And there's one fouled off, as it's now a 3-2 count. And just behind, so
Now batting number 10, Armstrong.
Nipper beats the throw. At first,
No, that would be Sam's.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be his. Could be He should change his last name to Armstrong.
You're right.
Armstrong now back up for Casper. And Armstrong makes it
Now batting number 22, Nielsen.
all the way to third.
Should be.
And on that last play, Lachlan was out. And Nipper came around to score, so it's now 10-5.
He's been doing good.
And Nielsen strikes out. Looked like it was going to be a check swing. So we end a long fourth inning with Casper picking up the 7 to now have a 9-5 lead over Rock Springs. Yeah, I got it. Stay with us, folks. Bottom of inning number 4. Coming up, Rock Springs swinging the bat.
Cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conjuring. Sometimes I wonder where these thoughts come from.
Did you have that mic cover, Brad? Thank you. Yep.
Now batting number 2, Andrew Rondinelli.
Yeah, I got one brand of my diamond, yeah, cook on a million, my go hard up. I put the gas, so you still got the show. Born with this different, this got hot and hot. Look at
And welcome back, everybody. Andrew Rodinelli now up.
Now batting number 14.
As Rodinelli flies out to center to lead off the bottom of the 4th.
Now they got 10-5.
Go, honey, Jean. Go, honey. There you go, Ken.
Hudson Garner now up. That one gets down in the shallow right.
Now batting number 6, Billy Peterson.
The single to right for Hudson Garner.
Rachel, would you give me an ice, please?
Go, Billy.
Billy Peterson now up for Rock Springs. Following the single to right from Garner. And that gets down in the shallow right for a single for
Now batting
Peterson.
number 20, Adrian Beardsley.
Adrian Beardsley now up.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I got the info. Take her to the end zone from the end zone. No, I let her smoke, you let her lick more. Wanna hit the jack and what you call for. Running out your lips, you can't call for.
It is 10, Brad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harder when you don't have game changer.
That's not being a sport, right?
Adrian Beardsley now at the plate. One man in scoring position with a 1-1 count. Beardsley checking the swing. That was a strike. 1-2.
Now batting
Garner
number
at
21,
second,
Jason
Peterson at
Sagastuni.
first. As Beardsley strikes out. That is the second out here in the bottom of inning number 4.
Oh shit, I'm supposedly gonna let out of that.
Jason Sagastumi now at the plate with runners up first and second.
Good God!
And 2 gone.
Not a strike.
And that one was wide of the plate, but called a strike. Not sure what was happening there. Swinging through that one is Sagastumi. 0-2 now. Runners on first and second. 2 gone as we work our way through the bottom of inning number 4. Casper leading Rock Springs in this Legion baseball contest. 10-5. As that one runs in on Sagastumi for a ball. 1-2.
Almost for it. He's right there. And on yours.
I just wanted to excuse to catch your watch.
And swinging through that one for the third out, Sagastumi.
Play, I have a
Rock Springs strands 2, unable to pick up any runs in the bottom of the 4th. Score remains Casper 10, Rock Springs 5, as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Here in North Rock Springs, Rock Springs Stallions, Legion Baseball, hosting Casper.
Other sports.
Now batting number 53, Sides.
Sides now in the batter's box for Casper. Welcome back, everybody, to North Rock Springs as we lead off the top of the 5th inning. Sides striking out in his plate appearances in the 2nd and 4th innings. As there it's a 5-3 out, so Sides once again not able to get a hit, as it was a 5-3
Now batting number 2, Tyson.
out on Sides. For the first out for Casper to lead off the 5th.
That was a strike on us.
Tyson up, but that's first one credited as a ball. Looked like a strike clearly. As that second pitch from Wheeler is a ball. Swinging through that one is Tyson. That a swinging strike, 2-1. One gone here for the second batter of the top of the 5th frame. Tyson fouls that one behind home plate. Even count now, 2-2. And that one gets away from Garner, racing to first to throw in time from Garner to Fasola. That gets Tyson out on the run at first. So that's quickly 2 gone for Casper here to lead off the top of inning number 5. Whitley now batting.
It was only a little high.
On base in all 3 appearances as Whitley watches the first one up high for a ball, 1-0. There's a screamer to left field. That gets down in deep left. And a double for Whitley.
Now batting number 12, Wicks.
Wicks now up to bat for Casper. Wicks on in the 1st and 3rd via the walk and hit by pitch respectively. And then Wicks flew out, 1st and 4th, and then Wicks flew out in the 3rd. Is that one called as a ball? 1-0. And that one high, 2-0. Two and 0 count for Wicks, with Whitley in scoring position at second, swinging through that one for a strike. Make it 2-1 now. And that one runs in on Wicks. 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. That one outside to the right of the plate. Ball 4.
Now batting number 23.
So Wicks is on via the walk, as Wilcox is up next. And that one just outside for a ball, 1-0, as we've got runners at first and second for Casper. Here in the top of the fifth, Casper leading Rock Springs by 5, 10-5. The score on the board currently. As Wilcox had to duck on that one, Wilcox ahead, 2-0.
Better fucking calm down. Call everybody for everybody on this.
And that one catches the zone strike, 2-1. And that one is a strike count. Now even 2-2, 2 gone, 2 runners on for Casper. Here in the top of the fifth.
That foul ball was sponsored by Desert View Animal Hospital.
Scared me.
Like a random stranger just trying to steal a microphone.
Yeah, I was like, don't count that.
What are you doing?
Did you read the rhyme?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Wilcox ready as that one is fouled off behind home plate. Once again,
He tried to get Cameron's attention, but
You did?
yeah. He was like, Cameron. And then I joked around with Tyler. I gave him the pickles, and I'm like, here's your lunch, and then I'm on the way. And he's like, wait. So, he has to
outside to the right of the plate and low for a
What do you
ball.
owe me?
3-2.
call it.
And there's a catch for the out. Just on the grass by Andrew Rodinelli. And that's out. Number 3. Casper strands 2 here in the top of the fifth. Score remains 10-5. Casper in front. As we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Hudson Fasoler to lead off next for Rock Springs. This is Andrew Gallinger, and you are listening to Rock Springs Stallions Baseball. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Bottom of inning number 5 is coming up.
Now batting number 23, Hudson Fasoler.
Welcome back, everybody, to the top bottom of inning number 5, excuse me. Rock Springs Stallions hosting Casper Legion Baseball out of Casper, Wyoming, in the central part of Wyoming. Casper on top, 10-5. As that one gets wide and behind the back of Fasolar, so now it's 2 balls to lead off for Hudson Fasolar. And there's a fly ball to center. Caught for the first out.
Now batting number 25, Dagan Dickinson.
Dagan Dickinson now up to the plate. This is his first plate appearance today for Rock Springs. And that one is high for a ball. 1-0. Just outside to the right of the plate for a ball. 2-0. That one on the lower end, but inside the zone. 2-1.
Oh, hello, friends. So obviously you're not. I hate to come in here and talk about veteran stuff.
I'm not on call, so you can call.
No, but honestly, like, who would you send? So my friend's dog just got hit by a
And
car.
Dickinson swings through that one. 2-2.
So should I send her to Rex?
If he's even in town. But if he's not.
Kind of all we have, huh?
Well, we have you in the vets, just taking on call for everybody.
So they're here.
No,
She'd still have to go to Utah.
No.
Well,
And that one is high. 3-2.
but if she just calls our phone number, presses 1 for emergency, it'll kick her.
They'll transfer it to you. They're in Fort Richard.
And Dickinson fouls that one
And be
off.
like, so.
Right behind home plate.
I mean, you can try Rex.
3-2. The count remains.
Usually I just bend this phone. Yeah, I don't know. I would trust that either. But listen, if it was my dog, I'd be like, bitch.
And swinging through that one is Dickinson
You're the only one that takes care of my dog.
for the second out
It's all colored up.
here in the bottom of inning number 5.
Yeah, and you'll transfer her down to you into that. Anytime she calls our number.
Did you announce?
No.
No.
Rachel, you have one job to do.
Pay attention.
One job. I was busy listening to the tea. It's my fault. Every day.
I know, and I think it's Sam's song going so
Totally
much.
my fault. See, totally my fault.
Sam Wheeler now up. Wheeler watches the first one for a strike. And that one outside to the right of the plate.
Sam Wheeler.
1-1 now.
No, I can't while he's on at the plate. You're gonna get squished.
And that one in there for a strike. 1-2. 2 gone. Nobody on for Rock Springs. Here in the bottom of inning number 5.
Good. Maybe he'll start freaking calling strikes right now. You got to knock him dead.
And Wheeler fouls that one off.
Use your toes, not your heels. Sorry, Sam. Okay. We're not mad at you, okay?
No.
On the 1-2 count, here's the pitch. That one low and in the dirt, stopped by the Casper catcher. That ball makes it 2-2 now.
Pretty impressive. Like not getting hot sitting out there.
Well, as long as these are turned all foul
And
balls,
that's
concession
fouled
stand,
off
that's a candy.
to right field for Wheeler. Count still 2-2.
So it's not
2
charging
gone.
back.
Nobody on.
Now I got a big hole with all that wind blowing in there. You don't cool it off. That was one of the things I suggested for running in hot climates.
Well, that's a solar battery, so theoretically it should be okay.
And Wheeler fouls that one off again to right. Still 2-2. 10-5. Rock Springs trailing Casper here at home in the bottom of inning number 5. In there for a strike. Got Wheeler looking.
Sorry, I'm calling that a ball. Keep playing.
That's the third out.
Objection, hearsay.
Objection, hearsay. Hearsay is just meeting its just
So following the quick 3 up, 3 down for Rock Springs in the bottom of the 5th, we head to the top of inning number 6. Find out what happens, folks, and we got, looks like Lachlan will be up to bat. Stay with us. This is Andrew Gallinger on Rock Springs Stallions Baseball. Stallions hosting Casper Legion Baseball. We are heading to the top of inning number 6. This is Stallions Legion Baseball with Andrew Gallinger.
Now batting number 00, Houston.
Alrighty.
Welcome back, everybody, to the top of inning number 6. It is Houston now batting for Casper. His first plate appearance on the day as he watches the first pitch for a ball. That pitch also runs in a little bit on him. Ball 2. Houston, another right-handed batter. As that's high while it's over the plate. So with it being high, it makes it ball 3. Runs in on Houston. So Houston with the leadoff walk to start his plate appearance
Now
for
batting number
Casper
1, Tiger.
in this one.
This one is 0.
Acting like he's gas, but it only at 32 pitches.
He's also been on one first couple weeks, so.
And that first one for Taggart, a ball. And that one runs in and hits Taggart.
Now batting number 10, Armstrong.
So Taggart's first plate appearance maybe felt good in terms of the game, but not personally getting whacked like that. Two on for Casper via the walk and hit by pitch here to start the top of the 6th. Armstrong now at the plate. Armstrong watches ball 1. Armstrong fouls that one off.
So that really sounds like the phone's being diverted.
Turn them on.
1-1 now. Runners at first and second. Nobody out for Casper. And that went into their throwback to Houston, but Houston able to dive back into second safely. And that one high, ball 3. Wheeler starting to struggle on the mound for Rock Springs to lead off this top of the 6th.
There are so many American words that have multiple meanings thanks to your generation.
And that one in there for a strike on the left portion of the plate. Full count now.
Clear.
And that runs in and hits Armstrong.
He's changing Santa.
Now batting number 22, Nielsen.
Last two batters hit by the pitch. Nielsen coming up. Well, we've got a mound visit for Rock Springs. And after a walk and 2 straight batters hit, we'll see what Rock Springs decides to do here. And it is going to be a pitching change. Jason Sagastumi now on the mound for Rock Springs. Rock Springs needing to figure out something as they are down by 5. Here as we're in the top of inning number 6. Casper leads Rock Springs 10-5.
The C is for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. When it comes and goes, the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is the persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic.
Nielsen coming up to the plate for Casper. Nielsen so far is at a 1-for-3 day. A single to left in the 4th. Then he was one of the ones that came around to score. In the 1st and 5th innings, Nielsen struck out.
Get the cooler, huh?
Bases loaded. Now for Nielsen. As Nielsen watches that first one for a ball, you want to know? And that gets right to the shortstop. That is a 6-4-3 double play.
Now batting number. Who is it?
What's his number?
What's the number? 9.
Now batting number 6. Number 9.
And just like that on that 6-4-3 double play. That's 2 gone.
Oh, it might be Stowe. S-T-O-W-E.
I got the battery off. This is apparently Nielsen 22. This is watching it when he had a bunch of kids. The game show.
Stucco.
Stowe now up to the plate for Casper. At a 1-1 count. And that's caught by Hudson Fasola. On the grass just behind third base. And that's the third out. And with that, we head to the bottom of inning number 6. Can Rock Springs get hot bats and dig into this 10-5 deficit they have against Casper currently? Stay with us and find out, folks. Andrew Gallinger with you on Rock Springs Stallions Baseball from here at North Rock Springs as we head to the bottom of inning number 6. The visitors from Casper, Wyoming on top, 10-5.
Now batting number 26, Maddox Ice.
Maddox Ice now up to bat to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. The Rock Springs Stallions trail Casper by 5, 10-5.
Now batting number 2,
And that's a
Andrew
quick
Rondelli.
out as it was a liner right to the second baseman. Out number 1 for Rock Springs.
Go tell whoever's running Game Changer to bring it up here. We got a lot of fixing to do.
Yeah, it's on their way off to their outing order. They are way off, aren't they?
They still got, I guess they'll be pitching the stucco. They didn't even record any outs yet. They finally got
Andrew
a couple.
Rodinelli now up. 1-1 now. For Rodinelli, that one in there for a strike. 1-2. Leadoff man gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Maddox ice. That one outside to the right of the plate for a ball. Back even now. 2-2. And there's a grounder to short. Throw to first. And that's the second out. Andrew Rodinelli cut
Now batting
down.
number 14, Hudson Garner.
First. On a 6-3 out. Hudson Garner now to the plate for Rock Springs. But before that, we've got a mound visit from Casper.
That's what happened with fucking Kelly. Need to hustle before they start playing.
Another pitching change for Casper. It is now Wilcox on the mound. This is Andrew Gallinger, everybody. Rock Springs Stallions baseball hosting Casper Legion baseball as we are here in the bottom of inning number 6. Hudson Garner at the plate. And those first two run in.
11, post 24, Rock Springs Stallions 18-05. Rondinelli is at bat. Best Taggart pitching. The bases are empty. 1 out. The count is 1-2.
3-0 the count now.
How could you?
He'll live. He'll get over it now.
Here's the pitch. That one runs
Now batting number
in
6,
on
Billy
Gallinger.
Peterson.
Ball 4. Garner on base via the walk. Peterson now at the plate. 2 gone. 1 on.
Rondinelli grounds out. Shortstop Kane Wilcox to first baseman B. Laughlin. H. Garner steps up to the plate. They're 2 for 3 today.
And that one low for a ball 1-0. And that one is in there for a strike. 2-1 now.
Strikes. 2 balls in the
That one caught the zone. 2 strikes now for Peterson.
Should do Kung Fu Fighting. Kung Fu Fighting.
And that one outside gets away from the Casper catcher. Allows Garner to move up to second on the wild pitch. And there's a fly ball caught by the Casper shortstop for the 3rd out. Rock Springs strands 1. Unable to pick up any runs here in the bottom of the 6th. 11-5. The Casper lead. As we head to the top of inning number 7 between Casper and Rock Springs here at the Paul J. Wataha Recreation Complex here at the baseball field in North Rock Springs. Andrew Gallinger with you. Stay with us, everybody. More baseball coming up with Casper. Swing at the bat. And welcome back, everybody, to the top of inning number 7. Casper Legion Baseball leading Rock Springs Stallions Baseball in this AA varsity level game. 11-5, Casper in front. Tyson at the plate.
Go, Jason!
And there's one right to third, throw to first. A 5-3
Now
out
batting number 7, Whitley.
to lead off the top of inning number 7. Good play defensively by Rock Springs. Now batting, Whitley.
Come on, freaking ears.
Every time I open the case.
So stop open.
And that first one for Whitley, a ball. Here's the second pitch that went outside to the right of the plate and low for a ball. 2-0. And there's one fouled off down the third base line. 2-1.
What, so that's station place, station? What's the thing?
Syndrome. Material handling.
There's another pitch. That one gets by Peterson at the shortstop position for a double.
Announce.
A double to
Now
left.
batting number 12, Wicks.
Wicks is now batting for Casper. Wicks on a 3-for-4 day. One of those times on was hit by the pitch. Because that first one is out of the zone for a ball, 1-0. Runner in scoring position for Casper with one gone. That one runs in, almost hits Wicks. Comes in behind his back. And that one ball 3 now for Wicks. And that one gets down and left for Wicks.
Now batting
That's an
number 23,
RBI
Wilcox.
single. As Whitley comes around to score from second. Making it now a 7-point lead for Casper, 12-5.
Go, Jason!
Sagastumi against Wilcox now. That one just runs in on Wilcox for a ball.
Hey, what about me? You don't know me, but I guarantee I'm your favorite. He's like,
on the 1-0 count. Here's pitch 2. Check swing for a strike, 1-1. Here's the pitch from Sagastumi. And that one in the dirt just gets away from Garner. No advancement for Wicks from first. Two and one, the numbers now. And there's one fouled
That
off
foul
to
ball was
right.
sponsored by Cintron.
Count now even. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one just low. 3-2. Full count now. One gone and one runner on for Casper. Here in the top of the 7th. And there's a liner caught. One out. Wicks out at second. Wilcox safe at first.
Double zero? No. Well, when you get a pause, you can say currently batting. Currently it's the double zeros we miss.
Now batting for Casper.
They don't exist.
Currently batting
Houston.
number 00, Houston.
That one outside to the right of the plate. 1-0.
At least the video plays.
And swings through. Pitch number 2 does Houston. So it's 1-1. 2 gone now. One runner in the top of the 7th. And we currently have a runner on first for Casper. That one the ball. 2-1 now.
What a yummy.
Good diet.
They have.
I don't think they have Ruby Red in it.
And that one outside to the right of the plate for a ball. 3-1.
Tiger drinks and stuff, so it's
And that one runs in on Houston, ball 4.
now batting number 1, Taggart. It looks like
Taggart now batting for Casper. With 2 on now. 2 gone. Here in the top of inning number 7. Casper leading now 12-5.
You're good, Jason. You got this, kid.
After Whitley home earlier in the 7th. 1-0 the count now for Taggart. on the catch in right center for the third out. Casper picks up one, stranding two. It's a 12-5 lead for Casper over Rock Springs as we head to the bottom of inning number 7. This is Andy Gallinger, and you are listening to Rock Springs Stallions Baseball here in North Rock Springs. Stay with us.
Now batting number 20, Adrian Beardsley.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I got the info. Took it to the end zone from the end zone. No, I love it, smoke you, love it.
Now batting number 20, Adrian Beardsley. There you go.
Adrian Beardsley now batting for Rock Springs. Welcome back, everybody, to the bottom
That foul
of
ball was
inning
sponsored
number
by
7.
Barchi Industries.
As that one is fouled off down the third base line.
Oilers I-18 U 12, post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 5. Beardsley is at bat. K. Wilcox pitching. The bases are empty. No one out.
And that one just outside the zone for a ball, 1-1.
Excuse me. Sorry, my bad.
That one runs in and hits Beardsley,
Now batting number 21,
even
Jason
as he ducks
Sagastini.
out of the way. Now the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 7th for Rock Springs on via the hit by pitch. Jason Sagastini now up. Sagastini on a 1-for-3 day. Flew out to right in the 2nd. Walked in the 3rd. Then came around to score. And then in the 4th, Sagastini struck out. And we have another mound visit for Casper. Rock Springs trying to climb back from their 7-run deficit. 12-5, Casper leads as we are here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The count is 1-1.
El mariachi loco quiere cantar, el mariachi loco quiere cantar. Quiere cantar el aventurero, quiere cantar el aventurero.
34 for 1.
El mariachi loco quiere bailar. Quiere bailar con el pan de Pedro, quiere bailar con el pan de Pedro. Ira, 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 con las manos de Pedro.
And we have Tyson now pitching for Casper. Stay with us, folks. The bottom of inning number 7 continues with Jason Sagastumi at Rock Springs, trailing Casper 12-5 late in this one. Jason Sagastumi in the box now. Ready? And that's a wild pitch that gets away to the right of the plate. Adrian Beardsley moves up to second. Runner in scoring position now for Rock Springs. Sagastumi. Solid hit. Diving. Center fielder can't come up with it.
Now batting number 23.
So it's a single for Sagastumi. Hudson Fasoler now up. Nobody out. Runners at the corners for Rock Springs. And a bunt attempt. Caught in a rundown is Beardsley. And Beardsley somehow remains safe.
Dickinson.
Well, the catcher and third base just not able to get throws quick enough to tag Beardsley. And just like that on a play you don't see every day, the bunt down the third baseline allows Fasoler to be safe at first. And now we've got the bases loaded. Still nobody out. Dagan Dickinson now up. First one in there for a strike. There's solid contact, but it's caught for a fly out to right.
Now batting number 00, Sam Wheeler.
On that fly out to right for Dickinson, that's the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Not deep enough for any runners to tag, so bases remain loaded as Sam Wheeler is up now. As Wheeler watches the first one for a ball. 1-0. That one just to the right and outside for a ball. 2-0. Two and 0 count. One gone. Bases loaded for Rock Springs. And there's a strike. As this is a pivotal moment if Rock Springs wants to significantly trim up this lead. Stallions down by 7, 12-5 currently. Dickinson gets that one down to shallow right. Excuse me, Sam Wheeler.
Now batting number 26, Maddox Ice.
That brought Adrian Beardsley home, so it's the RBI single to right for Sam Wheeler. Maddox Ice now up. Bases loaded off the RBI single. And there's a quick out at third.
Now batting number 2, Andrew Romanelli.
Yeah.
But Ice beats out the throw at first.
We're in the 7th. We have 2 innings to go, Rachel.
Jason Sagastumi, the one that was called out there at third, as the throw was just late, not in time for Ice. So a strong play for Maddox Ice there is Andrew Rodinelli. Now up. Rodinelli ahead, 2-0. And that one in the dirt almost gets away from the catcher.
We only had 1 score this inning?
Yep, so far just Beardsley.
Then we would have 2 outs. Or 3 outs. We've scored twice.
Please return all foul balls to the concession stand for a piece of candy.
Yeah, if we hadn't scored one of those, we'd have 3 outs. Who do you show on second base right now?
Fasola.
No, Solar scored.
Solar's out at third.
Was out at third,
Oh,
but we scored Sagastumi.
oh, okay. Scored Sagastumi. Okay.
Okay, now
Now batting number 14, Hudson Garner.
And Andrew Rodinelli at first. Hudson Garner now up at the plate, bases loaded. And Garner makes it to first on a wild throw.
Now batting number
From
6,
second to
Billy
first,
Peterson.
unable to come up with the catch cleanly. And that brought Wheeler home from third, so make it now 12-7. Bases remain loaded. 2 gone for Rock Springs. And safe at second.
Now batting number 20, Adrian Beardsley.
Is Garner. And just like that, it's 12-8. Bases remain loaded.
grand slam. That would be amazing. Not that anybody would ever get a home run.
Adrian Beardsley now
Hey, give me that trash can over there. Like the new one.
now batting here as we continue our way through the seventh. And there's a
Now batting
walk for
number 21,
Beardsley.
Jason Sagastini.
That brings Rodinelli home. Jason Sagastumi at the plate. Bases remain loaded. As it's now a 12-10 ball game. And that gets down in center. And all three of them come home. Rock Springs now takes the lead. And you can probably hear the elation in the crowd.
Now batting number 23, Hudson
At
Pasola.
3-1.
Saggy bottom!
To left, the 3-run double for Jason Sagastumi. And that gives Rock Springs a 13-12 lead now. Rock Springs back in front for the second time today as Hudson Fasola is now at the plate. One and 0 for Fasola. Now he swings through that one, so make it even. 1-1. Sagastumi at second, following the 3-run double. Two and 1 now.
I had the same thing. I thought the same thing. I'd rather go for this time.
Outstanding effort by Sagastumi as there goes a long ball for Fasola. That gets down. Brings Sagastumi around.
Now batting number 25, Dagan Dickinson.
On the single to center, the RBI single for Fasola.
Cancel.
Just like that, it's post 24 Rock Springs Stallions 14, Casper 12. As we continue to work our way through the bottom of inning number 7. Casper now having a mound visit. Following these 9 runs that have come across for Rock Springs here in the bottom of inning number 7 to give the Rock Springs Stallions a 14-12 lead over Casper. Dagan Dickinson now up.
That foul ball
That
was
one is
sponsored
fouled
by
off
Celery
to
Fire
right.
Orthodontics.
You look on that side.
I already did. Your thing.
That's in the middle.
No, it's on this side.
Another foul.
And that one fouled off to right again.
That foul ball was sponsored by
0-2.
Family Grill.
Family Grill.
And Casper.
And that one low for a ball. 1-2 now for Dagan Dickinson. Rock Springs has put the power to these bats in this long 7th inning, as that's a strikeout and the third out for Dagan Dickinson.
I was going for 30. What should we play now?
In the amazing 9-run inning here in the bottom of the 7th for Rock Springs to take a 14-12 lead over Casper. Stay with us, folks. The top of the 8th is coming up, and this game has now really gotten exciting. Rock Springs in front over Casper, 14-2, 14-12, excuse me, 14-12. Casper gave up 9 runs in this 7th. Rock Springs on top at home as we head to the top of the 8th. 14-2.
What size, what flavor? Now batting number 10, Armstrong.
You want to come in and announce? No, come on.
And welcome back, everybody. Andrew Gallinger with you here from the Paul J. Wataha Recreation Complex here in North Rock Springs. The Rock Springs Stallions have taken now a 14-12 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning off of 9 runs. Now we head to the top of the 8th. Casper bat. Armstrong at the plate. As that one runs in on him, so now it's a 2-0 count that Armstrong is ahead for Casper.
That foul ball was sponsored by
Armstrong
Dickey's
fouls
Barbecue
that one
Pit.
off to right. 2-1 the count now. Well, that one runs in on him. 3-1. That went outside to the right of the plate.
Now
Ball
batting number
4.
22, Nielsen.
That's a leadoff walk for Armstrong in the top of the 8th. Nielsen now up to bat.
Come here. Look at me.
Nielsen on a 1-for-4 day so far today. That one low for a ball, 1-0. Armstrong on first following the walk. That one in there for a strike, 1-1.
Red Leggy for the game.
I'm gonna open it for you when you want another pickle cake.
And that one just low for a ball, 2-1.
You ate it all. You ate the rest of it.
And here's the pitch. That one outside to the right of the plate. Ball 3. Nobody out. Runner on first for Casper. And there's a grounder off the glove of the shortstop.
Now batting
So
number
Nielsen
9, Stowe.
reaches on that defensive error.
That's not how you say it, but okay.
Here's the pitch. It's Stowe now up at the plate.
How are your bodies?
1-0 now. 2 runners on, nobody out for Casper.
Can you be terrified? I'll say for just
And that one low for a ball, 2-0. Stowe flew out for the final out in the top of the 6th. His only plate appearance today. And there's a bump, but that rolls foul. And Stowe steps back to the plate after going over and having a conversation with one of the coaches for Casper. And that one runs in behind Stowe for a ball. 3-1. Dagan Dickinson just lost control of that specific pitch.
What do you owe me now?
And swinging through that one, strike 2. Count now full. 2 men on, nobody out for Casper here in the top of inning number 8. And that's an infield fly out, caught
now
by
batting number
pitcher
2,
Dickinson.
Tyson.
Stowe unable to get on with that infield fly out. Tyson now to the plate for Casper. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. One gone.
Red.
2 men on. Nielsen at first. Armstrong at second.
Armstrong remains in second. S. Nielsen remains in first. T-Nam Keene steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 3 today. The count is 1-0. S. Nielsen singles on a hard ground ball to shortstop.
1-1 the count now as Tyson fouls a bat.
Steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today. The count is 2-1.
And there's an out at second.
Whitley.
So you got 2 down, get the short one.
By the way, there's a song called that by Lizzo.
The count is 3-1.
About Casper.
No throw to first to get Tyson out. They only got Nielsen out at second. So it's runners at the corners. Now going for a steal.
Nice throw, 14.
Tyson makes it.
46. What? Now batting number 46, Logan.
And on that, Armstrong also comes home. So now it's a 14-13 game. As Mogan gets one down. A double. And an RBI. Tyson comes around to score from the RBI double to center.
What?
The count is 1-0.
Now batting number 12, Wicks.
On Mogan's double. Brings a run home, and we are back even at 14 here in the top of the 8th.
Count is 1-1.
Wicks now at the plate. One and one the count now.
If he's got a strike zone, you got to learn it because he never changes it. If he's giving the outside pitch, he's going to keep giving the outside pitch. And if he's not giving it here,
And that one in the dirt gets away from Garner.
nobody's getting it.
No advancement from Stowe.
T-Nam Keene rounds into fielder's choice. Shortstop B. Peterson to second baseman A. Rondinelli. S. Nielsen out advancing.
Excuse me, no advancement from Mogan, who's at second. Now it gets away from Garner again.
Lineup change. H. Mogan in for center fielder E. Whitley. H. Mogan steps up to the plate.
Mogan now at third on a wild pitch. And there's one that gets past Peterson. Peterson unable to glove that one.
They're 0 for 0 today. The count is 1-0. T-Nam Keene steals second.
Mogan comes in.
Armstrong scores on steal of home.
Now batting number 23, Wilcox.
Wicks singles. And just like that, it is Casper back in front, 15-14.
Lineup change. H. Mogan in for batter E. Whitley. Armstrong scores on steal of home. CBC post 2 Oilers I-18 Youth 13. Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 14. H. Mogan hits a ground ball and reaches on an error by
And
second
Wilcox
baseman A. Rondinelli.
now ahead,
T-Nam
1-0.
advances to third. Jay Wood steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today. Armstrong scores on steal of home. CBC post 2 Oilers I-18 Youth 14. Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18
And that one
14.
outside for a ball, 2-0, 2 gone. Wicks on first, Casper back in front by 1.
Stallions I-18 14. H. Mogan hits a ground ball and reaches on an error by second
15-14.
baseman A. Rondinelli. T-Nam Keene scores. H. Mogan advances
On the
to second
2-1,
on the same error.
that's high for a ball. 3-1.
ITino, 14. The count is 0 and 1. The count is 1 and 1. The count is 2 and 1. The count is 3 and 1.
And that one is fouled off
H. Bogan
for
advances to
Wilcox.
third on wild pitch. H. Bogan advances to third on wild pitch. CBC Post 2 Oilers I-18 14. Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 14.
And there's one to right. Unable to catch it, the right fielder. That's an RBI triple for Wilcox.
Now batting number 00, Houston.
Wicks comes around from first to score.
Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 14. Kay Wilcox steps up to the plate. They're 2 for 5 today.
And with that RBI triple, it's Casper now in front. 16-14 over Rock Springs. And there's a hit to left Houston. A single to left
Now batting number 24, Nipper.
brings Wilcox home.
The count is 1 and 1.
Now batting number 34, Cornerford.
The count is 2 and 1.
I can't go outside. No, what's the ball?
The count is 3 and 1.
Horniper now up to the plate for Casper. His first appearance.
The count is 3 and 2.
2-1 now for the brand new batter for Casper.
What I got on deck. That's the song I got on deck.
Now the count even. 2-2.
Kay Wilcox hits a fly ball and reaches on an error by right fielder S. Wheeler. Jay Wicks advances to second. B. Laughlin steps up to the plate. They're over.
Full count now. 2 gone.
Fly ball and reaches on an error by right
Houston
fielder S. Wheeler.
have first.
Jay Wicks advances to third. Kay Wilcox hits a fly ball and reaches on an error by right
Now
fielder
batting
S.
number
Wheeler.
10,
Jay
Armstrong.
Wicks advances to third.
And that's a walk
Advances to second on the same error.
for
Kay
Horniper.
Wilcox hits a fly ball and reaches on an error by right fielder S. Wheeler. Jay Wicks advances to third. Kay Wilcox advances to second on the same error. Jay Wicks scores. CBC Post 2 Oilers I-18 U 16. Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 14. Kay
And we
Wilcox
now
hits
have a
fly
mound
ball
visit
and reaches
for
on an error by
Rock
right fielder S.
Springs.
Wheeler.
As Casper is up by 3 now. 17-14. Two gone, 2 runners on for Casper.
Oilers I-18 16. Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 14. The count is 1 and 0. B. Laughlin signals on a ground ball to center fielder A. Beardsley.
And spring
Kay
became
Wilcox scores.
summer.
CBC Post 2 Oilers I-18 17. Post 24 Rock Springs Stallions I-18 14. Ken Hornicker steps in.
And we now have a pitching change for Rock Springs. Billy Peterson.
The count is 1 and 1.
Reaching out, touching me, touching me.
Everybody now.
Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe that look at the night,
The count is 3 and 2.
and it don't seem so long.
back, everybody, to the continuation of this 8th inning. A back and forth game between Casper and Rock Springs Legion Baseball here in North Rock Springs at the Paul J. Wataha Recreation Complex. Now Casper on top, 17-14. Following 9 runs by Rock Springs in the bottom of the 7th for the Stallions to take the lead. Casper has already picked up 5 runs to take a 3-run 17-14 lead. Here as we're in the top of inning number 8. Armstrong fouls that one off. It just stops right there at home plate, so 0-1 the count. 2 gone. Runners at first and second for Casper. And that's caught by the Stallions center fielder for the 3rd out.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. But your love got a man insane. You broke my will, the floor of 3. That's crazy, sweet, body. I let you love it, but I thought it was funny. You came along and woo, honey. I changed my mind. It's good stuff. Sweet, body. Kisses the face. It was good.
Stay with us, folks. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Casper on top of Rock Springs, 17-14 in this back and forth game. Perhaps the strongest overall by Rock Springs all season. Good to see. We'll be back with Rock Springs swinging the bats in the bottom of the 8th. It's Casper visiting Rock Springs with yours truly, Andrew Gallinger, on the call. Stay with us. Bottom of the 8th. Next.
My bad. Hey, I'm so great. I can play this song for a while. It'll make up for this song first.
Now batting number 00, Sam Wheeler.
Lineup change.
We don't already say that. What?
Rock Springs Stallions on now 14.
Leave my fat alone.
And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the 8th inning. Rock Springs Stallions trailing by 3, 17-14 in a very exciting back and forth game. Sam Wheeler now at the plate. Wheeler watched the first one for a ball low. 1-0.
Hello. Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I need to scratch the shit out of you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that one outside to the right of the plate. Ball 2. Well, and in there for a strike, bottom of the zone, 2-1. Wheeler looks at a strike even now, 2-2. And that one, the ball outside to the right of the plate. Full count now, 3-2. Can Wheeler be the one that starts this charge to give Rock Springs 3 runs to tie or 4 to take the lead here as we are in the bottom of the 8th?
Lights are on that charger.
How come you were thinking what I was thinking? That's weird. Yeah. There you go.
And Wheeler fouls that one off to right, so
Please bring all foul balls
count
to the concession
remains
stand for a piece of candy.
3-2. Here leading off the bottom of the 8th inning, Rock Springs Stallions hosting Casper. That one is up high for a ball. Wheeler has to back
Now
up,
batting number 26.
so it's going to be a
Maddox
walk. Wheeler on following the walk. Here's Maddox Ice, but Ice bunts. That bounces high foul in front of the Stallions dugout.
You don't like the rest? Thanks.
Super certain.
You're welcome.
With Stallions down by 3 late in this one. One man on. Let's see what Maddox Ice can do.
Mom Prime Day is coming. I got a notification. In 2 more days.
And swings through that one for the out. Maddox Ice.
Now batting number 2, Andrew Rondinelli.
Yeah. I got what's burning on my dime in your buckle. Cool $250,000, my go yard up. Up in the gas, so you still got a show.
Wheeler up in second on the steal. So Andrew Rodinelli up now.
It's like Robin Hood in Heights.
And that one runs in on Rodinelli.
You want to finish it?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
1-0 now. 1 gone with the runner in scoring position for Rock Springs. That one low for a ball. 2-0. Now in there for a curving strike. 2-1. Runner on second, 1 gone for Rock Springs. The Rock Springs Stallions down by 3. 17-14 the score as we work our way through the bottom of inning number 8. That's a strike. 2-2.
Not drawing yourself here.
Good.
I was drawing with myself. Because I know the consequences of my actions.
That one awkward out of the pitcher's hand, almost runs in on Rodinelli. Full count now. Runner at second, 1 gone. Here's the pitch. Strike looking for Rodinelli. That's out. Number 2 here in the bottom of the 8th
Now batting
for
number
Rock
14,
Springs.
Hudson Garner.
Hudson Garner now up.
What?
Cancel.
That one runs in on Garner. Very much looks like a ball, but the home ump called that one a strike. 0-1, the official count.
Drop.
Yep. Garner's solid hit. That drops as the diving left fielder can come up with it. Sam Wheeler around from second.
Now batting
So
number
Garner,
6,
it's an
Billy
RBI
Peterson.
single. And just like that, it is 17-15 as Wheeler comes around to score. Now we've got the potential tying run
5 minutes.
at the plate. Rock Springs now down by just 2, 17-15. On the single to left from Hudson Garner, off the glove of a diving Casper left fielder, allows Sam Wheeler to come around to score from second.
You were just like, where is it? There it is. Where did you put?
Billy Peterson now at the plate, and that's a
So far.
hit to left that gets down for a single.
Now batting number 20, Adrian Beardsley.
Adrian Beardsley now up.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I
The
got
tying
the
run
info.
of first,
Took it to the end.
leading run potentially at the plate in Adrian Beardsley for Rock Springs. And that went in the dirt, blocked by the Casper catcher for a ball. 1-0. 2 runners on, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the 8th for Rock Springs. And that gets through for a base hit to left.
Now batting number 21, Jason Sagastumi.
And with that single to left, Beardsley loads the bases. It's Jason Sagastumi now up. With bases loaded, 2 gone, can Rock Springs retake the lead here late in this one? We'll find out as Sagastumi is now in the box. That went in the dirt. 1-0. Sagastumi swings through that one. 1-1. Bases full. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th.
I didn't know.
And that runs in and hits Sagastumi.
Now batting number 23, Hudson Pasola.
That brings in Hudson Garner. And just like that, with Hudson Fasola coming up to the plate, bases remain loaded, but it's now a 1-run ball game.
Be patient, honey.
Rock Springs absolutely back in this. All it takes for Pasola, a solid hit to tie this one back up once again. This time at 17. Pasola, first one for a ball. Here's the second one. Pasola swings that one, but that's a foul ball. to shallow right. Here's the pitch. That one catches the left corner of the plate for the left-handed pitcher. That one called as a strike 1 and 2 now.
I'm not gonna hit you.
That went outside to the left of the plate for a ball. We are all even. 2 and 2. 2 outs. Bases loaded for Rock Springs. Can Fasola hit a single and tie this one up? That's a strike looking left corner of the plate. And the third out to end the bottom of the 8th. But Rock Springs picks up 2, and the Stallions trail by just 1 as we head to the 9th and final inning. A critical defensive stand for Rock Springs. And then can Rock Springs walk off in the bottom of the 9th? Stay with us. This is Andrew Gallinger on Rock Springs Stallions Baseball. I'll be back in just a minute for the top of inning number 9 between Casper and Rock Springs. It's a 1-run game. Casper leading 17-16 over Rock Springs as we head to the top of the 9th.
Now batting number 31. Start.
Go guys, 1, 2, 3 now.
That's like getting the skin to a banana.
Leading off. Called out in a very, very close play of
Now batting
first
number 9, Stowe. That's like getting the skin to a banana.
to lead off the 9th. Quickly, the first out as Stowe is back up now. Stowe thrings through that one, 0-1. Strike looking, it's 0-2 now.
Try touching it nicely. That's not it.
I didn't mean to.
Dad, you ready?
Here's the pitch from Dickinson.
Should I play?
Swings through that one. Gets away from Garner, though. In time! At the plate for the second out. So it's a quick 2 outs
Number 2,
for Casper
Tyson.
on very close plays at first. Strong defensive play by the Rock Springs Stallions infielders.
They would call his name.
Oh, it's border.
Now batting with 2 gone, nobody on. They're in the top of the 9th. Only holding a 1-run lead for Casper is Tyson. And Tyson deep to left. And he is out at second. Tyson racing for second. Not able to beat the throw. So that's a quick 3 up, 3 down. First 2, bang bang plays at first. And then that exciting play at second, throw from left into second by Rock Springs defense for a quick 3rd out. Here to end the top of the 9th. Let's set up the stakes for you, folks. Rock Springs down by just 1, 17-16. The Stallions with a little bit of breathing room. Let's see what can happen. Can Rock Springs walk off with the win?
Good job.
Now batting number 25, Dagan Dickinson.
Dagan Dickinson, the tying run for Rock Springs, potentially coming up to the plate to lead off the bottom of the 9th.
On the day I was born, the nurses all got around. They gave the wild hunter at the door they found. The head nurse spoke up, said leave this one alone. We're tell that relationship that I was bad and wrong.
Dickinson so far 0 for 3 on the day. We first saw him in the 4th, he struck out, and then he flew out to right and struck out in both plate appearances in that very long 9-run for the Stallions. 7th inning that helped Rock Springs get to where they are now. Here's the pitch to lead off the bottom of the 9th. That one just high for a ball. 1-0 for Dagan Dickinson. And that one low into the right for a ball. 2-0. And that one catches the left corner of the plate with Dickinson looking 2-1. And that's a line out caught right by the pitcher.
Now batting number 00, Sam Wheeler.
So that's immediately the first out of the bottom of the 9th for Rock Springs. Sam Wheeler now up. Rock Springs down by 1, 17-16. And there's a catch for the second
Now
out
number 26,
in left
Maddox
field.
Ice.
So it's a quick 2 outs. Stallions need Maddox Ice on base. If Ice is out, the game is over, and Casper wins this barn burner 17-16 here in Rock Springs. Here's the pitch. That went in there for a strike, catching the right corner. 0-1 the count. 2 gone for Ice. Ice has to get on base to keep this game alive, as that one is high and out of the zone. 1-1. And Ice, it gets through. Ice safe at first on a
Now
close
batting
one.
41, Griffin Garner.
The diving second baseman able to glove it at the last second before it passes the infield throw this first, but not in time. Now batting, Griffin Garner. And Griffin Garner with the chance to bring the tying run home or win this game. Either way, though, Garner must get on base. That's Griffin Garner, the younger brother of Hudson Garner, that's at the plate now. There's a strike, so now it's a 1-1 count for the younger Garner brother. And that one high for a ball. 2-1.
Why is he not having coverage?
Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one a strike that saw Garner looked off the zone from our position up here in the press box. Either way, though, official count. 2-2. Garner with the roller, but out at second. Casper wins this one 17-16. Hard-fought effort by Rock Springs. Just came up short to Casper in this exciting one. 17-16 the final. Casper wins this one. The Stallions fall to 3-43. This AA team join us for our last set of home games for this squad. On Tuesday evening, it'll be a doubleheader with Jackson. Make sure you join us then. Thanks for joining us in this game, everybody. A hard-fought game for the Rock Springs Stallions. Unfortunately, Rock Springs came up short. Casper victorious, 17-16. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Stallions dropped this one by a point. We'll see you on Tuesday as the Rock Springs Stallions AA team has a doubleheader hosting the Jackson Giants. Thanks for tuning into this one. Andrew Gallinger with you. Have a great one. We'll see you Tuesday for Rock Springs and Jackson Legion Baseball. A doubleheader to close our home season for the AA Rock Springs Stallions. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great day.